Hi guys, so it's Katy here. A very warm welcome to my channel, and I'm a massive beauty lover, a massive fan of makeup, and so just for fun I finally decided to make my own channel where I can talk about things that really interest me with hopefully some like-minded people. And today I decided to do a video which has kind of been doing the rounds for a while, a sort of a series as such, and I've seen quite a few YouTubers doing it, and it's quite interesting to me because it is the best and worst of a brand. The best products versus the worst products allegedly of a brand. And I just feel like there's so many different brands out there now and so many different products, it can be kind of overwhelming to choose what works best for you. And I feel like these videos are quite helpful in that it is personal preference. I hope nobody will be offended if I put their favourite product of all time in the worst section, because that's just my opinion. But hopefully if you have kind of similar very very dry, very sensitive skin to me, you might maybe have the same issues and it might prevent you from losing a bit of money perhaps. So I think it's good to do videos like this anyway, and I feel in general Charlotte Tilbury is definitely one of my favourite brands, and I feel like that's why I decided to speak about it today, because I feel like I've been buying her products now for about over 2 years. They are, as a student personally, they're a treat brand, but when I buy them they are, very well researched and very well sort of wanted, because obviously I don't have that much money. I kind of save up for them and stuff like that, but I have to say by and large her brand is fantastic. There's been very very few products I ever thought to myself this is genuinely bad or this is disappointing, and obviously it's a very high price point. It is a luxury brand, you have to expect that, but at the same time I expect when it's luxury you have to expect good quality, and that is in general what you get from Charlotte Tilbury. However, there are a few products I've tried over the years which I wouldn't exactly say were holy grail products or ones that I would rush out to buy again, and I thought it'd be fun to address those. So yeah, disclaimer on, if you don't agree with me that's fine. You have your opinion, I have mine, I don't mean any offence. And yeah, let's get started. So one of the products I have first of all to talk about is the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks, and I absolutely love the K.I.S.S.I.N.G, Matte Revolution and the Hot Lips formulas. I love all of them. They're all fantastic, they all have great formulas, they all last very long on your lips, they all apply very nicely, and I really like, this is very Victoria I'm actually wearing today. It's kind of wearing it off a bit because I kind of been wearing it quite a few hours now, but that's sort of what it looks like a soft berry colour. It's lovely. I was sort of worried initially it would be too dark for my pale skin, but it actually works pretty well. And it has this sort of indent on it, which I would always recommend using a lip liner no matter what, but it sort of makes the application job easier if you like, and I was very impressed with that. And I've also tried a few of her lip glosters and lip glosses over the years. I recently tried the shade Charlotte Darling, I think it's called, and I absolutely loved that. It was really really nice and I would recommend that. They're very very good. They are £24 I believe each, which is quite expensive, but I would say as a special treat they're definitely worth it. And also I would say in terms of some of her favourite products, it's just been Christmas obviously, so I've kind of rotated all my makeup bags, all my brushes, everything like that. But I have tried a number of her makeup rags, especially the white one with the red kisses on it. I will link everything I talk about in the description below, by the way. And I have to say I was absolutely in love with that. I used that for about maybe 3 or 4 months, and I would definitely repurchase. Was fantastic, really stored your stuff very well. Her brushes are fantastic quality and really really good. And I also should probably point out that as far as I know, to the best of my knowledge, it is a vegan brand, so if that is an important issue to you, then yeah, it is a vegan brand, and as far as I know there's no animal testing goes on there, there's no selling in China or anything like that, so that's good. And I also have the Brightening Youth Glow to talk about, which is, I only really used this within the last week or two actually, and I was a massive fan of it. I really liked it, and previously I used the Wonderglow and I just thought never again am I going to buy one of her highlighters. I just really didn't like it and I was very disappointed. Sorry, highlighters, what am I talking about? Primers. And honestly this totally changed my mind. It's very very good quality, it's an excellent glow to it. I tried it as a wear test the other day. I think I was out of the house about 8 hours, came back and it was still looking great, so very impressed with this and I would definitely recommend this, so thanks for that, Charlotte. And the next one, I feel like a bit of a traitor because I'm actually wearing Kat Von D, foundation today, the Lock-It foundation in the shade, I think it's light 44 or something like that. And I would say that this is my other favourite foundation, if that makes sense. I have two favourite foundations I constantly go back and forth between. The Charlotte Tilbury Magic foundation is my second one, and I wear the shade light 2, and I'm very impressed by that. I absolutely love it. It caters very well for my shade of pale skin, that it doesn't wash me out, but it doesn't make me look orange or pink or nothing like that, which is surprisingly quite rare to find. And also somebody with very dry, sensitive skin, I feel like it kind of works pretty well for that, so that's why I like it so much. I think it applies very evenly and it has good longevity. And I would also say, in terms of her good products, that her eyebrow pencil, which I don't actually have because I dropped it and I broke it, to be honest. I need to get another one, but it's like the twisty ones. I need to link them below. I can't remember the exact name, but they're absolutely fantastic, and I have the darkest colour, obviously. My hair's pretty dark, and you know, I usually am quite a dedicated Anastasia lover, but I just feel like sometimes it's good to kind of mix that up a bit, and I really enjoyed that when I tried it, and I would recommend it. So yeah, and now onto the juicy stuff, the worst. So I'm gonna have to kick it off with Wonderglow, I would have to say. Wonderglow, for me, there was just nothing wonderful about it. There was no particular special effect, which I do kind of expect if I'm paying that much, and it just didn't give me that much of a glow. It wasn't that it didn't have quite a lasting effect, because it did last a reasonable amount of hours, but I just felt that it could have been a bit more, if you know what I mean, a bit more, and I wouldn't rush out to buy it again. Another product I am not a fan of is the Rock and Kohl Bedroom Black liner, I think it is, the eyeliner. I found it very smudgy. I mean, I have very dry skin, so I'm used to stuff kind of seeping into my skin. I'm not used to it smudging, and that was a problem I very much had of it. I felt like it smudged, and I found that disappointing, so I wouldn't buy that again. And also the masks, I think it's the clay mask I tried, was not a fan. My skin actually felt worse after it, to be honest, than it did before I put it on. And as I say, just dry, itchy, not comfortable, so I wouldn't really be a fan. What else would I say? I would probably say that in general I'm a massive fan of her products, but the one that really stands out for me as the worst, personally, was the mascaras. She has two types of mascaras, the full fat lashes and the legendary lashes, and honestly just not a fan of either of them, really. I think it was Fleur de Force, who's obviously a very famous YouTuber, actually said in her video the same complaint that I have, which was that, you know, I've tried both over the years and I really wanted to like both, but I just couldn't, because they just kind of come off all over your face. Like, this entire space around your eyes is just kind of coated in mascara blackness after a while, and that's disappointing from such an expensive brand. It should really stay on, and it applies very nicely initially, but then I feel like after a while it just very much comes off and transfers onto everything, and for me that just wasn't great, and I certainly wouldn't buy her mascaras again, because I just do not feel it's her area, perhaps, unless she comes out with one that's getting, you know, rave reviews and so on. Maybe I might try it then, but yeah, honestly the last two were disappointing. I wouldn't try them again. So yeah, that's my review in general of Charlotte Tilbury, and I really hope you enjoyed it. It is one of my favourite brands. I don't mean to be negative about it, really, because the vast majority of products from it I always love, but I like to be honest. I like to say kind of what I find disappointing, what I find good, and that for me was pretty much it. I would definitely recommend the foundations, I would definitely recommend the lipsticks in particular, but I wouldn't probably recommend clay mask or the mascaras and stuff like that, but who knows, maybe she'll bring out some more in the future. So thank you very much for watching, and it was fun to talk about this, and let me know your opinion on Charlotte's brand too. So thank you.